Hey students, welcome! Do you find it hard to learn new words? Do you find it difficult to learn phrasal verbs? Do you need to learn more words to pass a test like IELTS, TOEFL, CAE or FCE? Well, this is the class for you because today we're going to learn 15 phrasal verbs to help us to describe our progress in English. And welcome along everyone today. My name is English teacher Matthew, and our class today is Fun with Phrasal Verbs Making Progress. Okay, so let's get into it. I know a lot of you probably feel like this when you are learning new phrasal verbs. You feel like this lady, confused, don't know where to begin. Some phrasal verbs are difficult to even understand, right? Why is this verb with this preposition? Huh? This lady feels like you, maybe. But after you have gone through some of my sessions on Fun with Phrasal Verbs, I think you'll feel like this. Well, I hope you feel like this. So if you do learn something new, let me know by hitting the like button below, and let me know in the comments. So let's get on today because the first phrase we're going to look at is make progress, which is what this lesson is all about. And if you make progress, it means you improve or advance in something, okay? I've been working hard on my English skills and I can see that I'm making progress. Very good, right? I hope everyone here can also make some progress with their English. Move forward, and that means to get to the next step, okay? The company has been struggling, but with a new management team, it looks like things are finally moving forward. Like we're moving forward, we're going to the next level, we're going to the next step, we're making progress. Let's move forward and forget about the past. Yes, let's keep going. And let's not dwell on the past, maybe we can say, right? Okay. The next phrasal verb is get ahead. If you get ahead, then that means you make progress and succeed in your life, okay? I am studying hard to get ahead in my career. In order to get ahead in your life, you should read more books. Yes, I think it's a good idea, no? If you read more books, then you can get ahead in your life, in your study, in your career, things like that, okay? And everybody wants to get ahead in their life, in their career, and in their studies. So I hope you take on some of that advice, right? Move up. If you move up, then that means you get to a higher level. You kind of like move up the ladder, you move up the stairs. After 5 years of working in the company, she moved up to a management position. I would like to move up the corporate ladder and become a CEO one day. That would be good, wouldn't it? Everyone wants to be a CEO. And if you move up the corporate ladder, if you move up the positions in your company, maybe one day you will get there. Okay. Come along. If something comes along, then it develops. It also is a way to say make progress. The new product is coming along really well. We expect it to launch soon. Maybe the new product is currently in testing and we feel that the results of our tests are doing really well. And because of that, we expect it to launch very soon. The next one. The experiment is coming along well, so we hope to get some good results. Obviously, this has been said in the middle of the experiment because we use is coming along, which is present continuous. I hope your English is coming along and you can also make some progress too. So keep going and I'm sure your English will come along. Push on, and this phrasal verb push on, we are going to continue despite maybe some difficulties. Even though the project hit some roadblocks, this is a phrase we might say if we have some problems with something in a project. Even though the project hit some roadblocks, the team decided to push on and finish it before the deadline. So we continued even though there was some problem. We ought to push on and complete it despite the fact that we have had some setbacks. Setback is another word that we can use like roadblock to say that something make something more difficult or something give us a problem. That is a setback, okay? So we have to push on and continue even though maybe we may have some setbacks along the road in our journey to complete this project. The next one, get somewhere. If we get somewhere, then that means we make progress, we achieve a goal, okay? I'm not seeing any results yet, but I hope with time that we will get somewhere. Get somewhere to actually make some progress, to achieve something. We still need time to get somewhere. We still need more time. And after that time, we will be able to get somewhere, right? Hopefully, learning these phrasal verbs will help you get somewhere too. Okay. By the way, if you are finding some value in today's lesson, make sure you hit the like button below and let me know in the comments. Make headway. If you make headway, then that means you make progress or you advance, okay? We're still in the early stages of the project, but we are beginning to make headway. We are beginning to progress. We are beginning to advance. After some problems at the initial stages of the project, we made some headway. Yes, so make headway, we advance. You can imagine our head pushing forward and we are making headway. Are you making headway in your studies? Take steps. That's it, with our feet. We take steps with our feet. And when we take steps, we move forward, just like with the previous phrase we had before, right? And if we take steps, then that means we make progress and we move forward. The company is taking steps to improve their environmental impact. So we have to be very wary of this. We have to be cautious and careful about the environmental impact we have on our world. So the company is taking steps to improve that. You need to take steps to improve your vocabulary knowledge so you can pass the upcoming test. Yes, high odds people. So you need to take steps. You need to do something to move forward. You need to take those steps. Go forward. Similar to the one we had before with move forward. And as you can see, everything with this word forward means like a improvement. And go backward, obviously, and move backward, obviously, is the negative. The team decided to go forward with the plan despite some resistance from team members. Team members gave some resistance. If you give some resistance, it means that you say, oh, I don't kind of like that. I don't like that. But we decided to go forward and push on with our plan. Although the weather wasn't so great, today it's not bad, but although the weather wasn't so great, we decided to go forward. We decided to continue on with our journey, or with our hike maybe. Break ground is a great phrasal verb, this one, break ground. If you break ground, you make progress on a new project or venture. So maybe a business, some other kind of project maybe that you can earn money from. They broke new ground on the new building last week. They broke new ground on the new building last week. They made progress, some great progress. And the last one obviously is a good example as well, with the use of computer-generated imagery, CGI in other words. The film broke new ground, and we can say that about Avatar, right? Have you seen Avatar yet? You've got to go see that movie. They've broken ground with the CGI, completely broken the ground, I think. Fantastic. Make strides. Strides is like a big step. You can imagine someone running. When you say someone is running, they're striding. Sorry, I'm running. If you make strides, you make significant progress. The company has been making strides in diversity policies. And that's great because we all want to have a diverse workforce, maybe we can say, with people from different backgrounds. So the company has been making strides in that, been making big progress, taking very big steps. The next one, he's been making strides in his studies, which is fantastic, because if you've been making strides in your studies, then that means that you're doing really great, right? You're doing fantastic. So well done if you're making strides in your studies. Come up in the world. We've come up in the world, hopefully. It means you make progress and you become more successful. He may have come up in the world, but he still remembers where he came from. Yes, maybe he came from a poor background or a bad neighborhood, and he's come up in the world. He's made a lot of progress. He's made some success of himself, right? Which is really, really good. Roger has come up in the world. These days, he only travels first class. So he's definitely come up in the world. When you only travel first class, especially nowadays, you must have come up in the world, right? You know, ticket prices, travel prices these days are quite high, right? Make waves to make progress or impact in a controversial way. So maybe in not a great way. Some people may have a different opinion about how you've made the progress. They are a new startup, but they're still making waves in the industry. Maybe their progress has been because of something that maybe some people feel that is good or not good. That's what controversial means. His posts have been making waves across social media. Of course, social media is a place where you will find a lot of controversial things. If you do want to see controversial topics, social media, Twitter, I think, is the place to go. And our last phrasal verb of today is get ahead of the game. And if you want to get ahead of the game, you want to be in a better position than another person. So, by starting to revise early, she is getting ahead of the game before the exams. If you want to get ahead of the game in your industry, make sure you spend lots of time studying and learning from mistakes and criticisms. If you want to get ahead of the game in learning phrasal verbs, make sure you check out my playlist all about fun with phrasal verbs, where you'll find lots of other classes in there, and they are all containing lots of phrasal verbs for you to learn. Maybe now we've got at least 150 phrasal verbs for you to learn and see there. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to continue your learning today and improve your English, then make sure you press the video that's probably going to be on the screen. And if you are watching live, by the way, thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, keep practicing.